Hello friends, welcome back to my channel MU Exam. So friends, in the last video we have seen the flooding process for the dry dock, and after that we have taken out the ship. Now let's see what all checks we do after the ship is out of dry dock. So we have to compile the survey and the inspection reports after the dry dock process. So all the survey and inspection reports generated during the dry dock should be compiled and attached to the final dry dock report. And with this dry dock report, all the certificates and endorsement are also attached. So basically the yard repair, then paint survey report, class survey report, and expert supervision report, all things has to be compiled and attached to the dry dock report. Then conducting sea trial. So depending upon the nature of the job that has been carried out during the dry dock process, sea trial would be negotiable with the initial contract. So sea trial will depend upon the jobs nature of the jobs that has been carried out in the dry dock. So if the job on the main engine is carried out for overhauling several units, or main bearing or the thrust bearing, crankpin bearing or crosshead bearing, or overhauling of turbocharger and air cooler, so in this case the ship trial is necessary or required. And second thing is, in the steering gear, if any major repair is done on the rudder and rudder carrier bearing, on the major repair on the hydraulic equipments. Then the third thing is repair on the windlass. In this case also the sea trial is to be carried out. Then reviewing the stern tube seal is a normal part of the dry docking, which does not usually justify a sea trial. However, this cannot be taken as the rule. So if we cannot say that only the seals for the stern tube is changed, so sea trial is not necessary. But if surveyor wants, then we have to go for the sea trial. So sea trial is negotiable with the surveyor, but it depends whether he agrees or not. Then we have to prepare dry dock report. So this is very important report which concludes the dry docking of the vessel and provides valuable information. So with this report, superintendent can identify dry dock budget variances and their reasons, and reassign monthly budget to the vessel accordingly, and evaluate the dry dock in terms of efficiency and effectiveness. And with the same report, the fleet manager can evaluate different dry docks and evaluate superintendent's performance. So after everything is done, then depending on the payment terms stipulated in the dry dock contract, all invoice should be approved and forwarded to the account department so as to clear the bills. So thank you friends. Take care. Have fun.